ask for a striker, another to adore. Just like our alleys, corner goals galore. Million old Scottish word for friend, and we will always be Billies to the end. We cherish our friendship, Rangers is our team. So come and be a Billy boy and you can live the dream. When it comes to Christmas, turn the lighting on and let the supporters sing their favorite song. All of the songs been sung through the years, but there's not a team that the Billy boys fear. Bring out the boots and bring out the drums, and let the Billy boys play for everyone. Have a happy New Year and a great Christmas Day. For Rangers and the Billy boys, they will show the way.
Hello folks and welcome along to the Gers TV. It's myself, Si Leslie.
And I'm Sandra Gemmell. Glad you could join us, guys.
Back to the old setup.
Aye, brilliant, isn't it?
The more things change, the more they remain the same. Let us know the sound's alright, guys, just because I've had to put it all again and swap back to the original setup.
Yep.
The way we like it.
Yes. The
So,
best way.
thumbs up, guys, just so we know you can hear us alright. It might be a bit loud because when we're trying it out, you were dead loud.
Yeah. Unusual for me, isn't it?
For a wee change. That voice. Sounds good. Perfect.
John Kiernan. Hello, John.
Right, first of all, that was Billy Dunbar and the Ulster Bears. It's a wee Christmas rendition. They do a few things once a year, so all the best to all the boys for Northern Ireland. Where are we tonight, guys? Let us know.
Right, hello there, Stephen McLucas, Sandy Grant, how you doing? Glenn Baker, Alex McCallum, hello Warren, Peaceful Warrior, Will Sanderson from Lossie, hello there, Jeff Craig, hello Jeff, and William Atkinson, California on board.
And friend that doesn't know who Jeff is, Jeff's the guy that does all our kind of graphics and all our artwork for us. Designed the logo as well, so he's the main man if you're ever looking for that kind of business. He's the man to see. He's got his own wee business up and running now. Jeff, put your link up if you want, mate. He does his own wee business for that kind of personalised.
Getting that for his
you just send him an image and he does it for you. So anyway, loads and loads and loads to talk about tonight. First of all, we've got the games, two away games, 2-0 wins.
Yep.
Unbelievable for Rangers. So we've got the Dundee United game, we'll talk about the Lech Poznan game, the next round of the Europa League, the draw, and also Alfredo Morelos has received a 2-match ban for anybody that's not heard it tonight. Polo shirt is good. There's Davey wanting an order.
Oh, good, Davey.
He's talking about going to the gym and everything now, so he would just be wanting an extra large.
Hey, hello, Jenny Bridges, Jimmy Payton, how are you doing? Ali Campbell and John Ramsey, hello guys. As he come up there. And David Andrew McMillan for Uddingston.
Right, just to start off, the Morelos decision, it's came out tonight, and I've heard a wee bit on the commentary and that about it on the different fan medias and things like that, and Radio Snide. Again, my own opinion on it, again, it's all about opinions. Morelos at the end of the day is becoming a liability for us at times. What's happening is sometimes I think he forgets about being a team player. And that's going back to the last season where he does things that you go, why did he do that? Now you have to put this into context. If Morelos had been sent off against Dundee United, we would have struggled, and that's one of our main positives last season was the fact that this season for the last season was we've been fully fit, faster, but our discipline's been 100 times better. Now we've got a problem where if he gets sent off, you start to worry about dropping the points. We drop the points and all of a sudden you're giving them a chance to come back in, and then they've got the game at Ibrox. So you have to worry about that kind of mentality that he goes back into this going up his elbow. What do you do it for? Personally, I think it was a sending off, and I think he was lucky at the time. However, after he's not been sent off, the referee's seen it and made a decision that should have been it finished.
Yep.
But I do accept the fact that it was dangerous play, so they've looked into it. I'm not going to be crybaby on it. It's probably the best decision for us because it means he's dropped. We don't need to drop him. I'm a big fan of Morelos, but the decision's there now. My thing now is give Defoe a chance because I think Defoe deserves a run in the team. So let us know your opinions, guys. Do you think it's fair what's
I
happening?
think Defoe is fit as he is.
Well, Defoe's never really had the chance to get a long run in the game with Rangers. We all know what he can do. We all know that he does it. It comes on every time he scores. He's kept himself fit. He's never ever been in a mood or anything like that. I just think that if we're going to have to play, he's going to be replaced for the next 2 games. I would just let Defoe play the next 2 games and keep. I would like Defoe to get a wee run.
Does Morelos deserve the red? Probably, but you look at the challenges that happened to him and other players at Rangers, but yeah, he does deserve the ban.
No, the thing is, I get the fact that there's ifs and buts and what about it and all that kind of stuff, right? I don't really care about that because see, right now we've got the perfect mixture and the perfect recipe for a great team. Let's not ruin it by doing silly things. Let's be honest. If we'd have been playing against when we played the Benfica game and they went down to 10 men, that helped us. But see if it was about we were down to 10 men, they would have run them all ways. They were a quality team. But we haven't been losing players and that's benefited us big time. So we don't want one player to start this getting back into the rot. It's a whole.
Sorry, besides, I was just reading that it's Roof and Defoe for tomorrow night.
Aye, I think that I'm not a massive fan of the boy Itten, but I know he will come good. He's getting better and better and better. But Roof has been great. Since he's came in, I thought he'd been a bit part player, but he's no. The amount of running off the ball the boy does is fantastic, and I think it's time to give the partnership a go.
Yes.
Roof and what does I call him, Roofy and Defoe up front, the two of them together, and I think they'll be outstanding. And it might be a wee bit up the bum that Alfredo needs.
Yes, I know. I seen David had said there that the difference with him this year is that we don't need Alfie. He's not a team player. It's all about himself.
Aye, that's what. But I think Davey's right there. I think if you'd have said this last season, you would have probably had a wee bit of split opinion, more siding with Alfie, because you would have said, well, hold on a minute, we really need him and all that. And that's just the way it is. But for the greater good of the team, we can't have players getting sent off. I mean, with the Old Firm game coming up in 3 weeks' time, now it's all very well of everybody's having a laughing joke saying, oh, we'll run a walk with Celtic, we'll win 3-4. No, with 10 men we won't.
Yeah, I know.
Let's not kid ourselves alone here. They're Celtic's the champions, whether it's asterisk champions or anything. They're coming to Ibrox, they need to win the game. Let's keep 11 men on the park. So if Morelos can't get that any seed, then a couple of game ban, is it going to affect him? I don't think it'll affect him. I think it'll maybe finally make him realise that we need a full team on the park. And you can't be using elbows, whether we like it or not. You can say it wasn't the intent. You can't be using elbows in this day and age. Yeah. As I heard somebody saying tonight, see VAR was involved at the time. VAR would have hammered him for it. Anyway, back we go.
Yeah. 4 great strikers now, so we will all be able to cope, unlike the past when Morelos was
Be on end, aye.
He was the main player, he was the main goal scorer, but now we don't need that. Do you know what
No.
I mean? We don't need that. I'm laughing at Davey. He's a Mac, he's not a Mick.
MacIver.
Right, hello there, Colin Morrison. Hello, Boffy. How are you doing? David Mortimer and Jim Ward. How you all doing, guys? And Rob Maley for Ballymoney.
Aye, Northern Ireland.
Guy, going to share our page for us and get us out there, guys, please. Thanking you.
Aye, if you could, but as many people as watching as possible, just keep liking and sharing it. The more people watch, the better it gets. Before we forget, our sponsors for the night.
Oh yes, for
Pie Sports.
Pie Sports is our sponsor, guys.
Who ate all the pies?
Who ate all the pies?
You go on the website, the web link's on our page, and basically what they do is they make the match pies for all the Scottish Premier League teams, and you just basically order it.
Who was the winner?
Can't remember now. We've got it anyway, we'll need to get it.
I think it was Peaceful Warrior that won last week.
We'll need to check because I need to email them. But you get a box of pies and it's all a mixture of it. They give you a recipe, they give a menu of the different kind of pies you can get, and you can sit and have your bovril, and it's the match day pie that you would have at Ibrox. So that's who the sponsors are. Pie Sports, guys. If you like pies.
Can you share from YouTube? I dare say I don't know if you can, Josh. Wait. Yes, you can. You can share from YouTube, Josh. Yes, you can.
Go onto Facebook and link the YouTube link from Facebook. Go to Facebook and link it onto YouTube onto it.
Tony Hill House, how you doing? California, I'm sure it was. I'll just check.
California dreaming.
Yes.
Yellow card, Mark.
Graham Roundtree, how are you doing? Yes, Tony Hillhouse is in sunny California. How you doing? There we go. Peaceful Warrior. Like under the screen, bud, Josh White, next to the thumbs up. Alright, I was telling them how to...
Aye, to get the sharing. And just keep it sharing, guys, and make people watch it better. A lot of people
Yep,
from abroad
Mark
watching.
Gangwell.
I know, I'm reading it. I'm just...
Abusing you
That's how I'm
online.
seeing he's got a yellow card. Somebody's got to eat the pies.
Alfie was wrong, so accept it. He has to remember he's letting the team down. Said Donald Wright.
I think you could go down the road. I mean, honestly, we could go down the road of the paranoia and things like that. When you look at it in slow motion, Morelos is in the wrong. So take your ban and get on with it. And I think tomorrow night we would have, honestly, I think we would have had a different team at tomorrow night anyway. I think you'll have a slightly, what would I call it? I wouldn't say a reserve team, but it won't be the full team. He'll give the kind of guys that are on the bench a chance. So it's not going to affect us for the next two games. It maybe gives Morelos a wee bit up the backside. I'll be back on the whiskey, don't worry about that. I'm on it tonight.
Hello, Stephen Renwick. Larry, hello there, how you doing? And William Atkinson, John Spears. A lot of new names here tonight, guys. Good. Keep sharing our page. Hello, Annabelle.
Right, the big talking point of the week, apart from the Morelos, is the draw. There were so many teams in that group that Rangers could have drawn that I would have liked, and there was very few that I feared. However, I'm quite happy with the draw.
Yeah.
Royal Antwerp.
Everybody's quite happy with that.
Belgian team, who are, I think, 7th in the league this year, 6th or 7th. They're fluctuating between 6 and 7. And obviously, the things beside them, Standard Liège. So that's the calibre of the team. We ran amok with Liège. Do you know what I mean? We pumped them home and away. So I've got no fear at all with this game. However, I wouldn't underestimate it. It's not to February. They might come good. If all the teams in that draw, I'm happy that Rangers go to them, and I think Rangers will go. I think Rangers will do the business earlier.
Still think the break will teach Alfie. He ain't the only clinical striker. He ain't the only clinical striker now. I agree with that, Brian Taylor. Yep. No, we've got our choice there now.
Well, the big boy Eaton, come on. As I put on the Facebook, everybody loved it. The Eaton rifles, eating rifles. That's the song for him. But I've got to say, big boy Eaton, he came on. He came and he took his chance. He's been struggling a wee bit, but he's came from a different country to Scottish football. It's hard. He's got 3 quality strikers ahead of him, possibly in the pecking order, depending how it's going to keep moving. But he came in, missed the first chance, and he took his second, man. And what a goal! The defender fluffed it, fair enough. But as soon as he got the ball, the big boy took the ball. His first touch was fantastic, and I think that'll inspire him to become a better player. So. Again, Morelos has got to sit back and he's got to get... Surely that boy deserves a chance as well now.
There's gorgeous Gary. Everyone coming out and criticising Morelos for his lack of goals. The manager told you today he has been asked to play the role deeper.
Yeah.
He is clearly struggling for confidence, but he will come good again.
Aye, no, that's a good point. I think he's became a better player. I just think the weekend just shows you he's got that crazy element on him, right? He's always going to have it. But football-wise, I think he's became a better player. And I think... We were out jogging, I was out jogging with Gary at the other area, and he made a point. He's needing the ball to fall off his arse and go in. No something stupid. Rather than a great goal. One of the ones where it just falls off his arse and goes in, and everybody's like, yeah, has him scoring again. And maybe take a penalty or something. Once he gets one goal, he'll be fine.
Yep.
You don't get strikers like Morelos, don't just become bad players.
I know. And they stop playing again.
Aye, but listen, he's not going to play for the next 2 games, and the 3 guys that can come in are all more than capable of doing the business.
You know. If Morelos scores in the second against that mob, then all is forgiven.
Of course, listen, nobody wants him to score at all. If you could pick anybody to score against him, he's a man. I would pick him, he deserves it. But at the same time, you can't be doing anything silly either. That's the whole point. You can't be doing daft stuff.
I think that we have missed a great chance when we were offered 16 million for Morelos and didn't take it.
Nah, see, the problem you've got is he does a daft thing at the weekend and all of a sudden it's all the media and all that, get rid of him, right? He's a quality striker, he's our best striker on his game. He's made a mistake, he's made an arse it basically, right? He's been banned and that's it, finished. I wouldn't go down the road, should we have sold him last season? No, we kept him, we move on. We've got a quality striker. If we'd have sold him, we'd have brought somebody else in. The 4 quality strikers that we've got is why when they keep moving about, they're all playing for their place. And Morelos is probably only game the best one at the most. So would have sold him for 16 million personally? No. I think we've done the right thing. Just buy the boy time.
I think if it comes off the rimmer onto a game, he'll be coming off the bench to play.
Atten's got all to play for. He's got nothing to lose. So he's not. Remember, he's only a young guy.
I agree with Annabelle. She says that Morelos is getting agitated because he's no scoring. I think it is. It's getting to him as well.
He's an angry young boy. That's part of his game. No matter who. We're all talking about Gerrard's a great manager, right? And we're all talking about he's like the Finnish manager or whatever. Whoever's in charge of Morelos cannot control his temper. That's part of his game. And you know what? That makes him who he is. Just buy the guy a bit of time. He's gone through a hard time. He's not scoring the goals. And as soon as he starts scoring the goals again, all the ones that are saying sell him will be the first ones that are singing his praises.
I agree with Josh White there. He says that it's the face he pulls when he gets too calm. When he's playing for a world class club, do you know what I mean? And he's pulling that kind of faces because
he's angry. He's an angry young man. And do you know what? Some of the best football players you get are angry. And they're angry for a reason. They want to be the best, and they want to prove they've got their own personal targets. Morelos doesn't want to be playing with Rangers and no scoring.
I know. I'm looking at my
see the thing about some of the goals that he's not scored in the last couple of weeks, right? But Tav took one off his head, right? Big Golson put one in the other day there that he was going to score. So there's a couple that he's made the goal and he's just not scored that, or he's been ready to put the ball in the net. It's just football.
Big Boffy. You jogging, Si Leslie? Dr. Tremors on the Isle of Mull. Slow down.
Slow down to a walk. Here, I've been doing the running, I tell you, man. An absolute nightmare, but I'm getting to the end, that's the main thing.
Right, Natalie, 1 goal and the floodgates will open again. I've said for weeks, I don't care if he doesn't score from now until the 2nd of January.
Correct.
Because surely he's got to score against them at some point. I don't usually bet, but I'm sticking to Alfie to score in the 2nd. Also, don't forget, if it wasn't for Morelos' goal tally, the last couple of years we'd be further behind.
That's it. As I said, he's my best striker. However, I do say that potentially you've got Defoe, right? Defoe does deserve a good run now, but potentially Roof has got. See, when you watch the ability that guy's got, I didn't think Roof was going to be. I thought he was going to be a good player, but I didn't think he was going to be as good as he is. Roof's got the ability to become the best striker at the club, so they're all fighting for it. Do you know what? It's great. This is what we're talking about. That all these players are all fighting to get they 2 slots. If it's 2 up front or 1.
Yeah, Thomas Jones loves the new Gers TV studio. Where have you been? Because it's been
This is
for
old
a
one.
while.
This is back to normal now.
So you must be missing. Right,
That's
bang on, I said John O'Hara.
I've getting mixed up. See, we've that many different rules for the Scottish National Party, whatever you want to call them. And we're up the stairs and down the stairs, up the tiers, down the tiers. I thought it was a version of follow. But no, we're back to tier what now? So we're on tier 3.
Tier 3 now.
So tier 3. So we're back down to the usual setup for the next couple of weeks, and it should be better. It's just that wee bit more comfortable.
It's because you see when you get into tier 4, you need to down tools everything.
Plus cameras we're fawning about and everything.
Our strikers might not be scoring a lot at the moment, but it's their movement that pulls opposing defenders about and creates space for the rest of the team to get in and score. God help teams with their strikers start firing on all cylinders.
Great point. And I also want to make this point whilst you're saying that, the very same thing. See, in my lifetime of supporting Rangers, I don't think I've ever known 2 defenders to be scoring as many goals. And I don't just mean goals, quality goals at times. And
Tavs are just outstanding now.
I know Derek Johnson was a great centre half and he could put the ball in the net when he dropped into the centre half position. Big Butcher scored a lot of goals, 2 wides, 1 goals as well. But I can't think of 2 defenders that have become so deadly in the Rangers jersey. The 2 of them are fantastic. Big Golson's goal at the weekend. Aye, Jardine, probably Sandy Jardine, but it's like 30 years ago. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not as if we're spoiled now with the quality. Our defence are an attack. If that makes sense. Our defence are an attack. And Big Borner's not having he's the last couple of weeks he's not been at his best. And you know, people are on his back and you forget. Knowing at his best, he's still quality. It's just not been the quality is. And I've got to mention it, the goal that Tav scored, the free kick. If that's a Barcelona player, that's on the news telling you that's world class.
It was us. That was different. That was some goal.
The goalkeeper has got no chance. Look at the distance he's taking it for, right? The first thing I thought is, what you doing? 2-4 out, pump in the net. And you know what? The difference with that and last season is one thing. Confidence. See when you're confident before you make a move in a game of football, it's a difference for thinking before you hit the free kick, you're hitting the ball, it's going to go low, you're going to make an arse of it. See, because Tav's so confident now that it doesn't matter where the ball was in that half, he's scoring.
Yep.
He's put the ball down, he can put in.
Before he never had the confidence.
Aye.
He was really lacking in it, but he's built up to where he is right now, and he's really.
He's three times the player now, and there's I don't think there's a defender in Europe that has quality right now. On form.
We'll sign anybody in January? I said Thomas Jones.
I don't think we need to sign anybody. We've got a big squad. I didn't hear the Rangers EGM was today, and I don't know if they mentioned anything about it in the EGM. However, I really don't think we need to change much. The squad's quite big now. I think it's possibly a wee bit too big. No that I'm complaining about it, but I can't think any position we need to add to, because we've got two good players in every position. I mean, the boy McLaughlin came in for the European game.
Yes.
Never made a mistake again. 8 clean sheets he's had. I'm thinking he's 8 or 9 clean sheets he's had in Scottish League. He's came in, made his European debut. Fantastic. The guy made it look easy.
I'm agreeing with Stephen Renwick. That goal would have been Sky Sports breaking news if it was Barca or Real Madrid. That's a fact.
Aye,
that was Tav's, aye.
And on the stage, he done it on European football. Yep. European football, it's a hard level. Big game. Rangers need to win the game. Don't need to win the game, but it's one of the ones that it's an important free kick. He takes a wee step back, looks up, and you're like, it's too far out. No, top corner.
David McVicker said, I think adding new faces may disrupt things. I agree with you, David. They've got enough faces there anyway, it can cope with it.
Bringing new people in, you've always got the chance that it might work. I know Souness was a big one for the old Christmas, bringing somebody in, but that's as good. The Rangers team now, they all look as if they've all bought into the dream. They all look fitter, they look faster, and I'm including not just the squad, the diet team and the training squad and the whole backroom set up. Everything the Rangers do now, they've improved, and they're faster. They've trebled in size, the actual backroom staff, and everybody deserves to play. Everybody deserves the praise for that, because Rangers now, they hunt in packs. They lose the ball and they hunt quick and they win the ball quick, and because of that, teams find that hard to cope with. And it's all down to the fact that they're stronger and faster.
I think you're selling your sofa. I split that.
I know. Who's going to buy it?
Josh White's wanting to sign sofa. Pay a lot of money for it. Should have took 15 million for Alfie in the summer, said Marion at Barclay. Yeah, a lot of noise surrounding Haji leaving for a European club. For free team football. First team football.
I've only seen a couple.
What's your thoughts?
I've only seen a couple of comments on that recently, but last night I was reading that somebody said you're linked about Gerrard's away and stuff like that.
I know.
See when you play with Rangers.
Somebody sent me a link to tell me Gerrard was away at Arsenal,
wasn't it? When you're involved with Rangers and you're doing well, you're always going to have teams in for you, and you're always going to have rumours and stories, and you wouldn't have any other way. I think Haji's quite enjoying himself. The European game, he looked a lot more settled. That's his kind of level. I don't think he likes the hustle and bustle.
Bustle of the
Scottish League, and some of the parks are terrible, and he's got kicked up and down the stadium. It's kicked up and down the park. That's not Haji's kind of ideal game. He's not a big player, but I think he's enjoying himself with Rangers now, and I think he'll be fine. I don't really think there's any issues with any of the players.
Hello there, Colin Falls. Donna Robertson, how you doing? Alan Booth. Thomas Jones says, my 3 best Tav goals are against Hibernian at Ibrox, 2 at Celtic Park at Ibrox, 1 against Dundee United at Tannadice. That's your best ones for Tav, you mean?
Aye, no, I mean, the thing about Tav, he scores goals that the defenders shouldn't score.
Yeah, I know.
That's a big thing. I'll give him his credit as well. See when he's taking a penalty now. When Tav's got the penalty, this time last season, you'd have been like, yeah, oh, is he going to score it? See now, before he even got the ball in his horn, I'm thinking, get Tav, make sure Tav's hitting it. He's got that.
How good has Arfield been too? Every game he's been fantastic. He was quite quiet that game there, but that's the only game that he wasn't right into it.
Aye, the European game, Benfica, he made a blunder in the last minute, and it was well highlighted that the boy basically he made a mistake.
He's been good, I know. Arfield's been right in it.
He didn't put his head down. That's what I was going to say. He didn't put his head down already, and didn't feel sorry for himself. He came back, scored the Sunday after it, and he just kept going. He's one of the players. He's a squad player that. Will he get as many games when Jack and Co come back in the team? I don't think so. But what I will say about him, he's always 100%. He never, ever. Same as Kent. Kent's not doing. Kent, the new, I wouldn't say he's 100% on form, But ability and effort, he's certainly giving it his all. He's no shying away from it. He's trying his best.
Si, what's your thoughts on clubs 1872 buying Dave King's shares?
I'm 50-50, but you can't really win with this one because everybody's got so many opinions on it. For years I was a big advocate of fan ownership, but the problem I've got, and again it might just be me, anytime I've ever tried to speak with 1872, contact them at any level, even when I've done events for them, I've not done any reply. I went into an office one day with three members of the staff or whatever there, and not one of them spoke to me. They just looked at me as if I shouldn't be there. So I've got...
Probably should have been.
Aye, well, I was running the family day, I was running the kids day, and I had to explain to them about getting things sorted, and they just didn't look at me or speak to me. Personally, I think they need to get their house in order a wee bit, but I would love to see them to pull it off if they could do it. They need to work a wee bit more with the club though, I think, because I think they criticised Castore when the club didn't want me to do it. At the same time, they're putting the money into Dave King and the money's not going to Rangers, whereas I think the club right now, because of the COVID, it would be good if the fans were putting the money in towards the club and no the Dave King one, because it doesn't make the club stronger.
Yeah.
But Dave King made a promise that he would give the fans a chance to buy them, and he's not let us down the promise. So it's up to the individual people if they want to buy a share in it. It's not a share you get; you own the right. They own the rights to the share, so you need to remember that. Personally speaking, you could either do that or you could just buy shares. I would prefer people just to buy shares. But the other argument as well you need to remember is when we talk about fan ownership, majority of guys like George Leatham and that have put a lot of money into Rangers, Dougie Park, Dave King, they're all Rangers supporters. So all these people they're already fan owned to the extent that the majority of people, everybody I can think of that's involved with Rangers at board level or investment level are Rangers fans. So that was years ago, do you know what I mean? 10 years ago now. Fan ownership, if the last time we went to fans all going together, getting arguing with each other and fighting and losing my insight, the way the club's been run now, I'm quite happy and I feel as if it's in good hands with Rangers people. If the fans buy the shares, brilliant. Andy Smiley is a classic example. Rangers through and through. John Gilligan. So all these guys have been involved with Rangers, so that's fan ownership. These guys are plumping thousands in, and they've got a say, and I like it that way. But if you want to buy the shares with Dave King, I don't think it's a bad thing.
Si, where's your polo shirt?
I'm going on holiday in 2 weeks' time, so I've kept it for that because I don't want to have to buy. I don't want to have to buy it in for my holiday. That's my question. I need to put something here out, right? This is my big one for us, right? This isn't a joke, right? Genuine question, right, guys? Now, you're going to think I'm lying here and I'm kidding on. I'm on the plane during the Rangers Celtic game on the 2nd of January. My flights have all been cancelled and I've been told I need to fly out during the match. I'm on Jet 2 flight with Ross, my cousin, my brother-in-law, Kerry, Emma, Simone and wee Jackson's coming with us. And we want to watch the football when we're in the air. Is there any way I can watch it? Who knows what I can do? Somebody must know, because a few people said you'll get Wi-Fi on the plane.
You do get Wi-Fi on the plane?
Do you? And are you allowed it? Do you need to buy it? What do you need to do? Because I need to see the game. Aye, but I don't know everybody. I'm hearing different things. So if anybody can confirm it, can I see the game in the air? Because I land in Lanzarote 20 minutes to the game's finished.
Yeah, so you should cancel the holiday. The famous come first.
No, it's my wee grandson's. He's only turned 1, and I've just spent £600 on Monday last week on COVID tests. A 1-year-old baby is going to get a COVID test at £160 in Edinburgh. So, do you know what? It's my wee pride and joy, my wee grandson, and I promised Emma and someone a wee holiday for their Christmas. Sometimes Rangers don't come first in life. I've learned that lesson. I'll be in Lanzarote for a week, 8 days, and I'll be able to watch the Rangers game. But I think humping Celtic every single day of the week, having a couple of bevies. So I'll be sitting enjoying that. But I just want to know, is there a way? Do you get Wi-Fi up there that you? And I mean quality Wi-Fi. I don't mean the old Wi-Fi I had in Aberdeen when the game was finished and I was getting text messages about the goals. Aye.
Oh, your wee grandson. That's fair enough. Enjoy yourself, said Josh.
Aye, the two is. That's it. Want to bring him up the Rangers way. You want him up in the pub after it and all that.
Where's this year went? Already, said Donna Robertson.
True.
Flew in, Donna. I've done absolutely nothing this year.
Did you get to behind the mystery of these calendars?
There isn't any official calendar. There's no official calendar. There's only a Legends calendar. We announced this last week.
I thought you were going to find out.
No, that is true.
Aye. Well, there's somebody saying you can't get it. Peterborough's saying you can't get it. Now, Peterborough's a taxi driver. Taxi drivers know everything.
That's true, but kind of, you need to put it on airplane mode, don't you? You need to put it on airplane mode. There's Annabelle, her holiday was cancelled, it's leaving in Hogmanay to Lanzarote.
Don't say that to me. Oh, I'm going the second.
Maybe are joining the family, she's ready to get her top on side.
Aye, that's Brian. He's
Brian Yule.
going to have a wee baby. Wee
No
baby
change,
girl in April.
Alex McCallum, no change, Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi
long
only.
haul.
Aye. What's that say? Wi-Fi only. Long haul.
On long haul.
Aye, I don't know if like Lanzarote's long haul.
You always put your phone into airplane mode when you're, so there's isn't any Wi-Fi.
Aye, that's what I'm saying. I don't think I'm going to see it. A few people say to me, you will get to see it.
You need to just not find out the score when you get off the other side.
Aye, that's what I'm saying. And then when you get off the other side, right, you're going to stand up, right, and your phone starts going, dee, 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 all the wee bings, right? And then you're going to see the score, right? And you're going to have jungles on the plane, right? Guaranteed. And I said I'm going to be on the best of behaviour. Get right. Right, you've then got to go through the customs and kid on your normal and behaving yourself again. The game's still on. The game's still on. Never missed. Can't remember ever no seen an Old Firm game my whole life. And all of a sudden I'm going to miss it.
Look, there's another holiday in Lanzarote in August 21. It's already cancelled.
Aye.
Look, Angus Mackay.
I bet a lot will cancel me when I'm there. They'll cancel the flights back and I need to stay there.
Right, Alan Booth. Yes, we still have mugs and masks, guys. We still have that. Just message the page.
And shirts.
We have polo shirts. We have embroidered ones just now, and they're a limited edition, by the way. I only have a few. They're large and extra large. I have. If you're interested, then give me a wee message on the page. We also have face masks, Gers TV and Rangers. Also message the page if you're interested in them, guys.
What about the bonus ball? Do you want to quickly do that before I forget?
Right, bonus ball, while I have your attention, guys. There's a bonus ball on the page, and it's for a signed ball from the Rangers team, and it was signed after the last Old Firm.
You've got the photos as well, yeah? Hold that, shot.
We have got the photo. Oh, sorry. Somebody asked me to have a COA. No, I don't. I only have these to verify the signature that's on the ball. But it's a genuine ball signed by the team after the last Old Firm game.
And there is something like 15 shots left.
There's 15 balls left, I'm sure, guys, and it's a £10 a bonus ball. And we're going to take the draw once as soon as the numbers are took. The first lottery. It's available after that's completed. The weekend that's complete, we'll take the ball off.
So what we're hoping it's going to be this Saturday.
Hope it's going to be this Saturday. We've got 15 numbers to go, I'm sure. And they're £10.
And basically, it was donated to us for somebody at Rangers, and it was just to get some funds again. To get things, keep things getting better all the time.
Can we get a Sandra calendar?
Buffy, you just send it. What do you mean you'll have a shot? I'm assuming he's meaning in the calendar. Behave yourself.
Alan Booth, I'll have a shot.
Buffy, send us a PM. Right, you've got to do whiskey of the month. Right. We ran out of whiskey. Right. And then I realised that Big Boffy, Colin Morrison, had gave me whiskey. I can't remember what kind it is. It's this mull stuff that puts hairs in your chest anyway, right? So the Mull Rangers Supporters Club had gave me this wee flask and filled it up with whiskey. So I'm going to do whiskey of the month and dedicate it to them because they've done a lot for charity recently. Not too much. Because I start rambling a lot of nonsense, man, so I drink too much whiskey. And that...
I love when the blood rushes to your head.
There you go. Right, I'll just drink this and then we'll read that. God save the Queen.
The Queen. The Queen. Right, I've just googled it. You can get Wi-Fi on the plane, but not with Jet2. It's only certain airlines that will do Wi-Fi.
Oh, that was strong. Right, so that's good news and bad news, so none of us will not get to see it.
That's the bottom line, yeah.
Got to have a big aerial on all that out the window.
I can see you
I love the way they give you the good news and the bad news, you know what I mean?
Captain, what's the score?
See, I phoned up the Jet2 and I'm talking to this English woman, this old dear, and I'm like, I've got two questions I need to ask you. She said, what's the first one? I'm like, does a 1-year-old baby need to get a test? And all? I don't know, I couldn't tell you. And she's like, for a couple of minutes, and she said, what's your other question? I went, I need to watch a game. She what's the game? And I was like, the game? What game? And I went, the fucking rain. Sorry, that's right, that's
yellow
the whiskey.
Card,
yellow card. The bucking. Right. The Rangers.
That's the whiskey, guys. It's kicked in.
I'm saying to the girl, the old dear, I said, look, the Rangers Celtic game's on. I need to watch it. Oh, you can't watch that. And I went, no, I need to watch it. I need to be able to see the game. And she, oh, you have to ask the captain. So that's my only resort now. Can you ask the captain? Because now I've got to fear it's something I've never really thought about before, right? Because I've seen people doing it in cars, right? Don't tell me that the captain, say the captain's a blue nose and he's flying the plane and he's got the old television that we're no go, right? He's sitting watching going like, ah, get in there, Rangers. Oh, you just missed that. You just missed that. Like, never mind that, it's a corner. All of a sudden you're doing the bouncy in the middle of the air, do you know what I mean?
Oh. Right, is watching the 2 match ban now.
Aye, that's a compliance officer.
All right, okay. Yellow card side on the Robertson. That's it. Contacting Ofcom. I will not get to see it.
She's coming back in. That's what I'm saying. No, my flight got changed. I had it sorted so I was going to see the game and then fly. But it is what it is. No, I can't do nothing.
You were kind of hoping to change the date, weren't you?
Aye, well, I'd spoken to the boy for Sky, Charles Patterson. I've been texting him for weeks at Sky Sports. And he's like, they're not changing it. I said, you know before everybody, come on, tell me when they're changing it. And then he texted me and he went, bad news, they're no way they're changing this. And then what did the day after that? They go and move the Aberdeen game for the Saturday to Sunday. And that's when I'm flying back, Sunday night, so I'm going to miss that.
Yeah, Annabelle said if you support Celtic, you've had it.
I know.
I asked the pilot if he looped the loop when Rangers scored.
See, there was another thing somebody said to me, the pilot, mate, because it's all Rangers supporters and because it's got Scottish people in the flight goes as well. Is that a good idea?
I know.
You're sitting going like that, having a couple of beers, because I'm going to have a swallow in the plane, and all of a sudden the big sweaty guy, do you know what, the big baldy sweaty guy sitting there and he doesn't say a thing and he just goes like that, yes man, out of his hair, like you're going to want to do him in, and vice versa, do you know what I mean? It could be riots on the plane. Could full scale riots.
Hey, what do you think of the 3 investors? Well, they put the money in, they've also heard one more investor will be coming.
Aye. Well, the 3 investors, as far as I know, now correct me if I'm wrong, I think the 3 of them are they're kind of based in Asia. I think it's like Dubai and places like that, and Hong Kong, places, the other end of the world basically, and I think they're all Rangers supporters, Glasgow Scottish businessmen that have put a lot of money into the club. They've been talking about this for about 4 or 5 years now. We've been talking about it for 2 years.
That's right.
And the guys will put more money in, definitely, I know that. Again, it's down to fan ownership. That's fan ownership. Fans putting their money in. Whether it's Hong Kong based bears, if it's guys in Asia, Toronto, America, New York, if they've got money and they're putting in, I think it's a good thing. It can't be a bad thing, especially with COVID-19, you know, the stadium's not getting used, so Rangers need money. It's as simple as that. And any money coming in is not going to be a bad thing. A few people telling us that Hibs are getting beat.
Yes, I see that.
Alloa was 1-0
up. 1-0 up against the Spoon Burners.
That's a good thing. That's definitely good. Aye. Can't. Aye. The Diet Tims. Right.
And the Jet 2 plane is
turning.
Oh, very good. These are all good.
Aye. Aye. We got a shout out for the dog.
Oh, I am Zach the dog. Hello there, Zach the dog.
I met a guy. I meant to get the boy's name. I met a guy in Thingme last week. What was his name? Where was he? Aye. No, I was telling you the story. A Celtic supporter I met. He absolutely loves the show. Big Jungle Jim. The mechanic. Guy's a mechanic and he was in where was he? Was it Govan? Something like that. But anyway, the guy came up to me and told me that he's like, you that guy for the Gers TV? Him and 2 other guys. I thought, I'm getting the Malky here. I went, how would you want to know for? And he went, oh, I watch it. I said, but I'll tell you what to do, mate. And I went, what? Because I didn't know he was a Celtic fan. He went, you're going to win the league. And I went, do you think so? And he went, aye, I'm telling you, you're going to win it. So I said, I'll give him a wee shout out. And I think we're going to win it, mate.
It's amazing how many people
the guy was alright.
The city watch your show.
The guy was fine, to be fair. He was a good laugh.
Never after the Rebel.
Dumbarton Road. Aye, Brian was with me. Dumbarton Road. It was down at the.
Aye,
down at, it wasn't the Partick side. It was the other part. Just off South Street. The guy was brand new. He was alright. Watches. He said I watches every week. I have a great laughing on it.
And there's a lot of them that watch it.
I just did. I made my day when he said that.
I made my day. Hello, Paul Sargent. How you doing?
Thing is, when I walked away, I had to look behind me. I thought he was going to try and mug us. Steal my phone.
Hello, Donna Robertson. How was your party? I take it you were no well or hangover on the Sunday.
It's my party and I'll cry if I want to. Ill.
No, she was ill on Sunday, were you, Donna?
What's happening with the pubs and all? When are they opening?
No idea. No idea. I'm sure that we've got 5 days that we can do. She's opening up the regulations, but then it's going back to this until the 5th of January or something like that. Aye, it's going back to this.
Are the pubs not open for Christmas?
No.
Oh, well.
It's going back to this for to the 5th or 6th of January, I'm sure. Aye, so.
There's Big Paul just appeared. Big Paul Sargent. What else have we got anywhere? We've got the bonus board done that, didn't we?
Anybody wants to fall in, phone in, the number's 0141
Aye, you can use a phone.
3195230. Please leave your last 3 digits on the feed so we know who you are.
Remember the Jungles used to phone in like 100
Yes, we
times a
used
night?
to, I know,
They
they
never
used to
stopped.
phone us constantly, guys.
Every 10 seconds. And then we put the tune on it, because we put the Rangers music on it, they took half.
February before you can get a drink in Glasgow. Said Mark done it. Hello, Mark done it.
That's no good.
Possibly no 5 days. What time did the pizza arrive tonight? Davey, there's none tonight.
There was no
tonight.
pizza gate.
Tonight.
Pizza gate.
Mommy says no.
No room for pizzas, there's no cameras doing everything.
Now, the 5 days might not even be happening because the spike in cases. So there was a meeting today with them all to see if they're going to be cancelling.
It's crazy.
I heard Germany's going into lockdown over Christmas.
Aye.
They're going into Germany's going into lockdown over Christmas, guys. So
I think with the Germans, they do things right anyway. But
get a drink in my house anyway. I remember that, John Kiernan.
Aye, Narsa next year's cancelled, but the 12's still on for the 200th parade. As far as I know, anyway, that's still going.
Yeah.
I was surprised that Narsa cancelled so early, but at the same time, it's a lot of work they put in. So maybe that.
Needed more time.
There's a lot of money, but I think they would lose a lot of money if they were booking stuff and then it doesn't go ahead 2 years in a row.
I live in tier 3, but 400 yards for the pub is tier 2. Been copper dodging tonight to get a drink in the pub.
How does that, man? How does that work? You can go to the pub, but you can't.
In the school.
Like Calvin Bassett been into your pizza, not been into my pizza, I'll tell you. Coins like shovels, man.
Hello, Billy Kyle, how you doing? Wales could be going into full lockdown again as well, said Stephen McLucas.
I reckon the whole country should get into lockdown for a week, right?
Listen, they should either open it everywhere and let us all carry on and do what we're doing to deal with this, or shut us all down completely, takes away.
That's your opinion, here's my opinion. The whole country should get shut down, right? The whole of Scotland should shut down for a week and do the decent thing, and Duke Street in Brigton should be left open. Right. That would be a great way of just saying that we're nailing my colours to the mast here, right? Duke Street's opened, all the pubs in Duke Street, all the pubs in Brigton Close, they're opened, and if you want a swally, put your money back into the heart of the empire. That's a good theory.
Aye, that's a one way of doing it. The Dutch is in 5 weeks down lockdown as well, said John O'Hara.
The Dutch event as well, aye, well. Well, it just shows you.
Very good.
Any games I've missed out on any of the Rangers games? Hold on.
You did spoke about that one, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm coming on Motherwell.
Aye, we've got Motherwell.
Motherwell.
And do you know what? We've got a Saturday kick-off. Every other Saturday's my half day off, and it's off to the match I go. How long's it been since they had a wee Saturday game 3 o'clock? It's very, very seldom it's happening nowadays. It's one of the ones when it does happen, you have to check it. Like that, checking the watch and all that, 3 o'clock on a Saturday. And you're sitting in the house, you could be in your Pie Sports, your Bovril, getting a wee sponsor back in there.
How many Ashes guys was the Bovril good?
Aye, it was nice. It was nice for me, but I just clogged my eyes here and I seen Jim dip me cheesy pizza into the bottom of the Bovril, but that nobody in the world drinks, dipping it in and mixing it. That's when I knew the game was a bogey.
Hello there, Jav Salim, how you doing? On the Alwa?
Blackpool's tier 2 tomorrow, I don't know, does that mean the pubs are opened again?
Pubs are opened, I see the beers.
That's good. A lot of good pals down in Blackpool. Peter's the main taxi driver. He's the main man.
Gallant Pioneer will be back open?
Aye, that'll be back. Aye.
I've heard surgeons planning a lockdown in Govan Hill. Lockdown Govan Hill.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Is that not her constituency there, Davey?
Aye, that's her constituency, but she's not caring, man. It's horrible.
12:30 the following week is against the spoon burners.
It's true with Brian. She's a virus is a deadly curse, so you have to stay at home for 14 days. So you couldn't make it. You know my sort of
Southern California signing off till next week. Going to the doctor, up my back, doing and bouncy. Alright. Hope you're alright, William.
The thing is, we're sitting here freezing. They're in California.
Aye, sunny
the man for California, Mike Johnson's not been on for a while.
Oh, he's for Hawaii.
Aye, we're busy. Aye, Hawaii.
California.
Aye. Michael Johnson's not been on for a wee while.
He's in Hawaii, I know.
Aye.
There's a lot of different names on the feed tonight, guys.
I love the way it's a dump. I'm assuming we're not talking about California here. We get back to Govan Hill.
The Gers should be called the Juggernauts, said Billy Kyle.
Aye, the blue. I call them the blue machine. It just keeps going on.
Rubbing it in, it's roasting.
It will be.
Well, you rub it in.
When you're in sunny Govan, it's as warm as that.
That's it. It's all good though. It's all good with Rangers at the top of the leagues. No, so I say leagues. That's the great thing about it.
Right, remember, guys, if you want the bonus ball, there's only 15 numbers left. Message the
The
page.
ladies, Rangers ladies.
Aye, what about the ladies?
They won 5-0, beat
That's
Glasgow
right,
City
yep.
5-0.
Right, I'm going to make my comment on this. Right, he
They've
called
won the
me.
league for 13 years.
Aye, call me shallow-minded or whatever else, right? But you've got to give all credit to the photographer and see the Rangers ladies games, right? This guy's a professional
Trained eye,
perv.
he's got.
Aye, this guy's a
Aye,
professional
aye.
perv. This guy's basically I've gone to the women's football and everybody's going, would you want to do that for? And he's going, oh, I don't mind doing my bit for society and all that. No, the guy's a perv. This guy he's at
got
ground
an eye for
level.
the camera.
Aye, it's like the Willie Vaz only is going to this Willie Vaz is going to go to Nick one day. He's upside down and everything, taking photographs. The women's team's never been so popular in all their life. I thought it was because they're scoring goals. No, it's all these shots of their bums. It's unbelievable.
Derek Phillips, if you message the page, I'll get back to you with the details.
So if you've not seen it, if you've not seen the Rangers ladies team, get watching, man. It's all happening. And it's no one or two of them, it's a whole team. 9-0 against the what are they called, Glasgow ladies?
Yes.
No, it was 5-0 to beat Glasgow City.
Aye, Glasgow City
Motherwell
they beat
9-0.
Motherwell 9-0. So guys, if anybody watches the ladies team on a regular basis, let us know how they're doing. But they look as if they're flying.
Glasgow City have won the league for the last 13
They're the best
years.
team in it. Glasgow City's the best team in it. So fair play.
They're 5-0 to beat them.
And John Rock, keep up the good work listening down here in Newton Aycliffe. We are the people.
See, they had the. See, Brian's asking, does Jimmy Bell does he do the strips and all that? I didn't know there was an advert last year, and it was for the Rangers ladies team. It was the dirty strips to clean them, and they said you need to go to Carlisle, and I applied for it.
Photographer's Penny Hill.
Aye, that's what I'm saying. The photographer's brilliant. The advert was if you want to clean the ladies' strips when they're finished, you have to go to Carlisle. And I phoned up and I said, is that where the interviews take place? And they went, no, that's the end of the queue.
I knew there was sense that coming there. Great show, guys. Jim McPherson, how you doing? I'll do it, said Brian.
Aye. That's all happening. But that's, you think about it, all levels, Rangers seem to be getting hit in top, even the ladies league, the Europa League with the big team, Scottish League, top. It's just all, it's getting to a point where you're expecting, as I say, Rangers lose a goal, you're so disappointed, and you're going like that. Aye, the other thing I wanted to do is Craig Houston's watching. I want to catch up with the Sons of Struth. What's happening with them? If the boys are training or a bit, because we were doing a lot for them last year.
That's right, there
And,
were videos. They used to send us the videos.
Aye, but obviously they can't. I think they're limited to what they can do now, but we'll find out. See, my jokes still get laughed at.
Oh, I don't know how. I can't let go. Aye, anybody wants a bonus ball, message the page, guys, and I'll get back to you.
Well, we've had 4 people tonight saying they're going to buy them, right? So there's about 11
Yes.
shots left. So basically, there's a good chance it'll be finished by the end of the week, and it'll be drawn on Saturday night.
Hopefully.
Raymond Whitehead used to work
Yeah,
with
great
Raymond.
one. Yeah, great one.
Good blue nose, good orangeman. How you doing, mate?
It's always a good orangeman. I like a good orangeman.
Aye, Rangers they were advertising for an assistant to Jimmy Bell last week. I did see that.
Yep.
Davies just mentioned that, aye, an assistant. So, it must be one of them ones, right?
They ready to retire.
Here you go, right? You need to learn how to play the flute. What's that go to do? But just learn how to play the flute, son. Next week it's the big drum. It'd be brilliant, wouldn't it? Right, you've got overtime. Always overtime. We're going up to Grapes Bar.
There's the whiskey kicked right in, isn't it?
Aye, if anybody's looking for a job, Jimmy Bell's assistant. What is Jimmy Bell's job? The honest question. Well, hold on a minute. You should drive a bus. He's a kit man. Now remember when McCoy was the manager, Jimmy Bell was on the half white line shouting instructions. Shouting instructions, you're going like that. He drives the bus, he's sitting going like, oh you, get off your arse. He's probably done every job in Ibrox, Jimmy Bell at some point.
Yeah, Jimmy Bell must have some stories.
We tried to interview him last year, mind I was trying to get it set up.
Right.
I couldn't get a hold of him. I wanted to do an interview with him. And in the pub, as it just so happens, you know what I mean? He must be the only kit man in world football where the opposition teams will get songs about him. See if somebody said to me, right, you're on the millionaire, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, right? The £1 million question, they went, Rangers, Aberdeen or any other team, name the kit man. I wouldn't be able to do it. I couldn't tell you any kit man. Yeah, they sing
know everybody knows Jimmy Bell.
They sing about Jimmy Bell. I don't know if that's a compliment
I
or
don't know
a...
any other kit man either. I couldn't
No.
tell you what kit
Abraham was
man's.
the kit man at
So I don't know if it says Jimmy Bell. I would say it's just a compliment to Jimmy Bell, but it's pretty sad life you've got if you're singing songs about a kit man. So I mean,
Right, realistically, do you think the treble was achievable?
Yes.
Yes.
I think the only thing that will, well, not so much as a yes or no. I do think it's achievable, but I'm going to throw a spanner in the works here because I think Rangers are going to go a lot further in the Europa Cup this season, And it might be one of the ones that you depends what you call the treble, basically, because I think Rangers could go all the way. Because all we need is I think we'll beat the. I think we'll beat the next round. We'll qualify, right? And I think then you're looking at some of the good teams are going to get knocked out, and Rangers can then go on to the next level. The next level again. There's not that many great teams left in Europa Cup, so I think we can get to the final there. So treble, aye, but it might not be the League Cup treble. It might be the league. It might be the treble with the Europa. But aye, Rangers have got the ability. I don't see them losing any games this season.
Right, Jimmy's my mate's father-in-law. Take it, that's Jimmy Bell, Alan. He's your pal's father-in-law.
I'm trying to make comments and be sensible and reading some of these jokes that are coming up the screen at the same time.
MacArthur, how are you doing? Hope you like your new house. Lee Griffiths is the kit man.
That's how I'm starting when I'm trying. I'm trying to do my rant about trebles and teams in Europe, and I've read that Lee Griffiths story at the same time, and I nearly read it out.
Oh, very good. It's League, Scottish Cup, and the League Cup. Dan Gibbons was 32.
I know, I agree with Alex McCallum when he's seen one game at a time. I've seen this on Facebook for the last couple of days. People keep going on about we've won the title. No, we've not won anything. That's the bottom line. We have won nothing.
It's one game at a time, guys.
No guarantee we'll win the League Cup. We need to go tomorrow night. Give someone a bit of respect. Get out and end of the business. And no way in the world am I saying that Rangers are going to win the Europa Cup. But who do you fancy in the final? That's just for all the Celtic fans that are watching us and give them something to scream at.
Still some big hitters in the Europa Cup.
Gary, I'm just winding up the Celtic fans. We know they watch every week. It gives them something to spit at the telly.
We've got a lot of following for the other side.
It's just throwing that wee bit of bait out for them so we can bring it back in.
The best one was the Capris.
Aye.
That was the best one, and then it was the airport.
Aye, when the airport, because I said they're going to name it.
I renaming the airport. That was brilliant.
It's all about one game at a time, and do you know what? If we keep winning 1-0, 2-0, I'll be happy. I'm not really all this talk about 4 and 5-0 against Celtic at Ibrox. That'll be a hard game.
40 to 1 to win Europa.
Aye, I think the Old Firm game, honestly, I think it's going to be a hard game because they'll start coming back. Celtic will start coming back to a bit of form. They've got to win the game. We don't have to win it.
I heard on the radio.
It'd be good to win it, but they don't.
They've got so many games to play. Like they have to cram all these games in before the second, and they might not be fit. They might not be fit enough for us.
They need to win the game, and they'll be.
That's the excuses out the now.
Aye, they'll be going into that game obviously thinking if we don't win it, the season's over. So you just want to finish them off. But there's more pressure on
Phillips,
them.
I truly agree with you. They spend more time watching us than themselves.
Tam Celtic's page, that's right. That's a guy that watches us every week and tries to copy the stuff.
The meltdown after that statement you made.
Bring them in.
Right, the spelling is brilliant at Septic Park on the banners.
Well, as I said, John, last week, I'm going to confirm it. It's now 2 weeks. No, sorry, it's now 2 protests to Christmas.
Yes, protests, right.
2 protests to Christmas. We'll have one probably next week. We'll have one later, and that'll be Christmas Day, and we'll finish them off at New Year.
Alice Corbett, Sandra, Govan Hill is all over Facebook because a guy has been round highlighting the child abuse going on there. I've seen bits and pieces. It's a disgrace. You should be concentrating more on their constituency than you should and other independents. Do you know what I mean?
Aye, no, I've seen that video. Fair play to that boy. I've no idea who the guy is, but I'll tell you what, he was no fear, was he?
No.
I've seen that.
He was right in there, aye, definitely. As I say, she should be taking up their constituency rather than another independence with their will.
Chris Boyd, I've tried to take Hoddy Boydie for a night because I wanted to phone him up and try to talk to him about to promote his charity work he's doing. He's doing a lot of stuff for the homeless now. Couldn't get on to him.
He's one to beat a singing the sad sky. He's nearly there.
The videos are good. That's funny.
He can't disguise his happiness, can it? You know.
I want the Andy Walker.
Do you think they'll put a strong team out tomorrow night?
Yes.
No, I don't. I think he'll put a second team out, but the weaker team will put out, Paul, I think will still be. I think they're strong enough to go out there and do the business in the first half and finish the game. When I say a weaker team, I mean the players that are subs, the guys that are on the bench that are coming. The weaker team, the guys that are coming on, there's regular players coming on every week. But he'll give players a wee rest, I think. I think like McGregor will probably get a break. The defence will change. Big Bassey might come in, things like that. I think he'll play a slightly lessened team, as you might want to call it, but I think tomorrow night Rangers will win the game in the first half. I think we'll be 2-0 up at half time and we'll be able to cruise it.
Absolutely love Chris Boyd, one of my Rangers heroes. Says Tom
Oh, aye,
Jones. Aye.
Big Boyd, he's really, really good, doing what he's doing.
Definitely.
It's no often, because a lot of Rangers men are on the television and the media.
And as white as a Clyde.
Aye, but a lot of them, when they go in the media, they don't want to. I mean, listen,
They don't like to show what
you
they
heard
are,
McCoist at
I
the
know.
weekend. McCoist was the things he was saying on the live game. You're going like, I can't believe I'm listening to this.
I know.
Big Boyd, he's straight to the point. He's a blue nose and doesn't want to hide it.
Right, big question. Edmondson and Jones, should they get back in the team?
My opinion, yes, for the simple reason we're going to go with the manager's judgment on it. He knows more about the situation than anybody. They're under. Jones is on his last legs. He can only prove he's all right now. Prove he's all wrong. Prove himself right. He's back. Aye, he can only do that. He's got everything to lose and nothing to gain if he doesn't pull his weight. So that's Jones. I think Edmondson's a young boy. It's just made a massive mistake. He's a really good player. So I would get him back in the squad. It might even be back in quicker than you think. But
I mean, it was a stupid mistake, but they're young.
it was stupid. But people were saying things like, just sack them, right? They're sellable assets. Do you know what I mean? They're sellable assets. If you're getting £1 million or something for a player, why would you give him away for nothing? Doesn't make sense.
What's your favourite Aberdeen atmosphere like?
Dynamo Kiev was a great atmosphere. So was the Leeds United game at Ibrox, and so was the Parma game. Parma at Ibrox.
I remember that.
Parma was really, really good.
Anything then. What was it? The European man I went with, we won 3, we were 2-0 down, and then we won 3-2.
Braga.
Braga, that was like
That was fantastic,
The
aye.
atmosphere there was absolutely fantastic.
Marseille, another one you'll forget. Marseille, see the last 10 minutes of the Marseille game? The last 10 minutes we had them pegged, man. They were terrified. The Marseille players were literally shaking in their boots, and the game didn't go long enough. I always believed that if it was enough 5 minutes to that game to go, Rangers would have got the third goal and won it. But great.
Braga, that was my favourite. That was recently that was the best one that I've been to there. 100%, yes, boys.
Aye,
Boys.
there's loads of people saying it. Yeah, the club's.
I like Jones.
Aye, we've brought the two boys back now, so you can't really turn around and punish them again. You need to carry on, mate. And you know what? They might prove to be assets in the future.
No Aston a while, safe standing at Ibrox.
We just want people in Ibrox now. That's the problem. Just get them in. I've always wanted enclosures to go back to standing.
Am I right in saying that she knocked back permission for to get back into the grounds there?
Aye, there was something. But the thing is, it's different parts of the country because Ross County there was fans in.
I've seen that. I've seen the Ross County fans in 600.
The sooner they get the fans in, the better. My only question, see when they say safe standing at Ibrox, I don't ever really remember it not being safe. It was always kind of safe. It's just it's when you're leaving the football ground. I remember coming out of Rangers Dunfermline one time, and the buses parked right outside it. The way ended Dunfermline. That was more dangerous because you were getting crushed into buses and the buses had the engines on and all that. I would like to I would love to see a safe standing area at Ibrox, but I'd like to see the two enclosures being part of that. Again, it'll be the future. The Rangers spoke about it today. The Rangers board spoke about possible stadium upgrades for the 150th anniversary. That might be part of them. What's more important, putting more seats in Ibrox or putting safe standing? That's up to the fans, but they decide on that. I would prefer the same amount of seats but standing. I would prefer that because I would like to go and stand. But aye, so it's up to you guys, whatever you think. I think we've not got much more to say anyway, have we?
I think that's just about it. We're wrapping it up. But remember, guys, bonus ball. There's 15 numbers, Jeff. Message the page and I'll get back to you. We've had a brilliant show tonight. David, Andrew McMillan, how you doing? Right, glad you could join us, guys. And always remember,
We are the people.
Love song for a vampire. Now it's 1987, and here's Mental as Anything. Live it up.
How can you see looking through those tears? Don't you know you're worth your weight in gold? I can't believe that you're alone in here. Let me warm your hands against the cold. A close encounter with a hard-hearted man who never gave half of what he got. Has made you wish that you'd never been born. That's a shame, 'cause you got the lot. Hey there, you with a sad face, come up to my place and live it up. You beside the dance floor, what do you cry for? Let's live it up. If you smile, who wants to fall down on all the people in this pickup joint? But if you laugh, you level this town. Hello, girl, that's just the point. Hey, there, you in a sad face, come up to my place let's live it up.